So we live just down the road from the Warwick Hospital here, and when Bella was just 3 years old, she was incredibly sick. And a doctor here at this hospital saw just how sick she was, and he knew that we needed a life flight helicopter to get us to a bigger hospital. When I think about the night life flight saved my daughter's life, she was so sick, her belly was distended, her eyes were all sunken in, she was pale, she had black and red rings around her eyes. She was slipping away. I was losing my girl. And then when we were loaded onto the helicopter, it was the first time in days that I had hope that she might be okay. Bella's appendix had burst days prior, and she had become septic, and her internal organs started to shut down and rupture. And in the helicopter we'd had a scare and we almost lost her in there, but the crew and the doctor knew exactly what to do to save her life.
Who loves Daddy?
Bella is such a fighter. She was so sick on that first night, and for the whole year after that. She even missed her first year of kindergarten because she was so sick. But that didn't hold her back. She's thriving now and living her best life. And every time I think about that night, I owe everything to Life Flight. They saved her life, and here she is living her best life. Bella doesn't remember anything about that night. She tells everyone about Life Flight, and she calls the chopper her chopper because it saved her life. When we're at home, she'll run out into the front yard and wave madly up at the chopper and say, "Hi, there's my chopper, there's my chopper." Bella's Mima has given generously to Life Flight over many, many years, even before Bella was born. And when she turned 10 last year, Bella was given all of the teddies that Sue had collected from her donations to Life Flight. It's a constant reminder to us of how lucky we are.
You're a bug of a kid, aren't you?
Yep.
I can feel you fluttering your eyelashes.
Oh, that's the baby bear.
Tell me about that night that she was airlifted and seeing her so unwell.
I'm going to cry now. I remember seeing her. It was pretty traumatic. Oh dear. Well, that night when we saw Isabella in hospital, she was so unwell. We watched the helicopter, we waited and watched the helicopter fly away, and we just didn't know whether we would ever see our little girl again. Well, for many years I donated to Life Flight, a very worthy cause, and which made it even more worthy once Isabella had had her need for the flight. I didn't imagine in a million years that one of my grandchildren would need the services.
Mum's told me of how when I was little, Life Flight saved my life, and I think that that's really special.